Before Japan, I had very recently moved. Life looked very different, and I'd been on the go, constantly in a state of unrest. I was thinking of how much I was ready for a break, a reprieve, something to take me away from the craziness. Maybe some quiet. Then we took off for Japan. I don't have to look back at photos and videos to remember how much movement we were doing, so much. I don't think there was an hour where I didn't move, even when I was sleeping. We traveled cities and regions. We traveled by bus, by train, a couple times by car, and in all those moments, I was so invested in the skyline. I wanted to look out the window and see everything. When we would walk shrines and temples and castles and museums, I didn't really notice the movement. I wanted to take in every single thing, every unfamiliar face. I noticed how everything around me was so different, and I was fascinated. The moment to finally pause and to reflect was Sekiguchi-san's storytelling. Azumo Sekiguchi threaded together so beautifully a story about the balance of family and place, religion and secularism, war and peace, acceptance and anger. His story wove together the history of his family, history of deep-rooted ancestry, and told over generations. And in the story of his family, he told a story of Japan. And in experiencing my own brief story of Japan, I find the challenge of blending together a world so rich in duality, so similar to my own history and upbringing, yet so completely different. In the simplest, most American of terms, the Japanese Zen Buddhist practice teaches us to be fully present and aware of each moment. This is not a strict belief or religious practice per se, but simply a way of living, interconnected in all ways of doing things. And no way before that had I practiced this philosophy, this belief in my own life. Not in any significant way, at least. It's just not the norm, not embedded in my culture. I experience a need to work hard and to do my best to advance and succeed. And this is not inherently wrong, but it is not everything. There is another side to success, and that is time. And time can only be wasted if it's spent being worried about time, about the future. Something that I had also missed, what we all almost always miss, is to walk through the shrines. I have always been taught to honor my ancestry, but there have been times where I felt an invisible force telling me to move on, move past, move forward. But remembering to walk through the shrines means to take time in the chaos to reflect and be intentional about your own life, your family, your future family. If nothing else, remember to walk the shrines, reflect, listen, honor. A half-hour train ride from Sensoji, the oldest Buddhist temple in Tokyo, is the busiest pedestrian intersection in the world. That is balance. That's my takeaway from this experience. Not too strong, not too meek. Take time to enjoy and to be present. I want to make sure that I am intentional with my time always, because I only get so much of it.